Just from where you have come, your name and your affiliation, before you go further. You can go to the stage. Yeah, you go to the stage so that everybody can see.
Good morning, everyone. My name is Krishna Bharati, and I'm from Hyderabad. I'm doing my MSc in St. Pius X degree and PG college. Uh, me and our team are really grateful for everyone involved in this national symposium. We could learn a lot from everyone. Personally, I could realize where I am and where I need to go. We could see how deep physics is. And this is the first time we came out of our city alone, but we didn't miss our home much. This is because of the conveners, the professors, and the coordinators. They made us feel at home. We are really grateful. Thank you so much.
Maybe from Kanpur, Jaipur, because big number from Jaipur. From girls. No one? Quick, because we have no time. Keep on waiting.
Here we enjoyed a lot, we learned a lot here. Thank you so much, and thank you IIPT.
Anybody else to ask? Okay.
So, hello everyone. I am Vibhor Khanna and I am from ISER Thiruvananthapuram, MSc, first year. I would really like to thank the IAPT committee for organizing such a nice event. We got to know about the different fields which are being worked by students of different institutions. We also got to hear the talks by some very good professors, and the most importantly we could ask one-to-one questions from them, and these were some of the like best things which I felt about the event organized by IAPT. And also the thing which I appreciate the most was that everybody here who came is in a state of developing. Like, we are all the oral presentations which were presented by the students, and we are like in a state of aspiring physicist. So this was a very good exposure for us, and thank you to all the participants and all the professors and all the committee members. Thank you.
Yes, you want? I think after that.
Good afternoon, everyone. My name is Kaushal Gawankar. I'm from Institute of Science, Mumbai. This is was my first time to visit Bangalore, actually, and the experience has been very good. And I'm feeling very lucky since I reached Bangalore, because in the train itself my shoes got stolen. But apparently I just walked on the platform and I found a man wearing my shoes only. So I don't know like how lucky I got on that day. On the same day, I found all these people, and I think that's the second place where I got lucky, because the whole time I was communicating with Nagaraju sir, and he was very helpful during all the process. I called him multiple times, and he explained everything very well. The people who were helping, Sandana, Siddhivinayak, Kirtana, they all helped us multiple times, and the hospitality was very good. I think Abhiram sir also helped us with the showing the lab and the telescope, viewing the stars and everything. So the whole experience has been very good. And I think I learned a lot by coming here, and Bangalore has been very the weather is also very pleasant. So it was a very good experience, and thank you all. Thank you Nagaraju sir. Whenever we needed to go back to hostel, he drove us in the night and he himself took all the effort. So thank you sir, and thank you all the dignitaries for giving us the opportunity to present.
This is Dr. Sudhanshu Dwivedi here from SS Jan Subodh PG Autonomous College, Jaipur. First of all, I will like to congratulate Dr. Nagaraju sir and the whole team for this wonderful event. And this was really helpful and gave a lot of exposure to our students. Our MSc students need some exposure outside the teaching atmosphere. And that's what for our college is striving for. Our college is ranked as first in the NAC grading in all India basis, and also in the 100 to 150 band. So we are expanding our efforts towards research as well. And this was a wonderful platform to kick start the whole process of research at the MSc level. We have our labs as well, and to let the students enter into the research lab, it is good to have some exposure first of all, and this is a wonderful platform. I congratulate and am thankful as well to whole of the team of IAPT. Thank you once again, and for the very nice hospitality offered here. Thanks a lot.
ಸರ್ ಯಾರು ಇಲ್ಲ ಸರ್, ಏನು ಮಾಡೋದು ನೆಕ್ಸ್ಟ್ ಇವಾಗ?
ಸರ್ ಒಂದಿದೆ
ಶುರು ಮಾಡಪ್ಪ, ನೀನು ಶುರು ಮಾಡು.
Greetings to one and all present here. We are gathered here today for the formal conclusion of the 9th National Student Symposium on Physics 2022. I request Nayana, student of BCA IoT, final year student, to sing an invocation song.
ಕೋಟಿ ಕೋಟಿ ನಮನ ನಿನಗೆ ಮಹಾಗಣಪತಿ, ಲಕ್ಷ ಲಕ್ಷ ದೀಪಾರ್ಚನೆ ದಿವ್ಯ ಗಣಪತಿ. ಕೋಟಿ ಕೋಟಿ ನಮನ ನಿನಗೆ ಮಹಾಗಣಪತಿ, ಲಕ್ಷ ಲಕ್ಷ ದೀಪಾರ್ಚನೆ ದಿವ್ಯ ಗಣಪತಿ. ಮಹಾಗಣಪತಿ ದಿವ್ಯ ಗಣಪತಿ ಮಹಾಗಣಪತಿ. ಅಕ್ಕರೆಯ ಕಾರಮೈ ತಳೆದು ಬಾ, ಸೌಮ್ಯದ ಸಾಕಾರ ಮೂರ್ತಿಯಾಗಿ ಬಾ. ನಲಿದು ಬಾ ಒಲಿದು ಬಾ, ನಲಿದು ಬಾ ಒಲಿದು ಬಾ ಗಣಪತಿ ಗಣಪತಿ. ಇಳೆಯತ್ತ ಹರ್ಷ ವರ್ಷ ಸುರಿಸುತ್ತಾ ಬಾ, ಇಳೆಯತ್ತ ಹರ್ಷ ವರ್ಷ ಸುರಿಸುತ್ತಾ ಬಾ 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 ಬಾ. ಕೋಟಿ ಕೋಟಿ ನಮನ ನಿನಗೆ ಮಹಾಗಣಪತಿ, ಲಕ್ಷ ಲಕ್ಷ ದೀಪಾರ್ಚನೆ ದಿವ್ಯ ಗಣಪತಿ. ಮಹಾಗಣಪತಿ ದಿವ್ಯ ಗಣಪತಿ ಮಹಾಗಣಪತಿ. ದಿವ್ಯ ಗಣಪತಿ ಮಹಾಗಣಪತಿ. ಕೈ ಮುಗಿದು ಬೇಡುತ್ತಿರುವೆ ಕರುಣಾಕರ, ಲೋಕರಕ್ಷಕ ನೀ ವಿಘ್ನೇಶ್ವರ. ನಮ್ಮ ಎದೆಯಲಿ ನಮ್ಮ ಮನದಲ್ಲಿ, ಎದೆಯಲಿ ಮನದಲ್ಲಿ ಗಣಪತಿ ಗಣಪತಿ. ಸದಾ ಇದ್ದು ನಮ್ಮನ್ನು ಹರಸುತ್ತಾ ಬಾ, ಸದಾ ಇದ್ದು ನಮ್ಮನ್ನು ಹರಸುತ್ತಾ ಬಾ 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 ಬಾ. ಕೋಟಿ ಕೋಟಿ ನಮನ ನಿನಗೆ ಮಹಾಗಣಪತಿ, ಲಕ್ಷ ಲಕ್ಷ ದೀಪಾರ್ಚನೆ ದಿವ್ಯ ಗಣಪತಿ. ಮಹಾಗಣಪತಿ ದಿವ್ಯ ಗಣಪತಿ ಮಹಾಗಣಪತಿ. ದಿವ್ಯ ಗಣಪತಿ ಮಹಾಗಣಪತಿ. ಧನ್ಯವಾದಗಳು.
Thank you, Nayana, for bringing in the divine presence through your invocation song. This is not an end, rather, it's a beginning of new offsprings for many aspirants in physics. Saying this, I now request our beloved principal, Dr. Y.C. Kamala, to welcome the gathering.
Good afternoon, everybody. Hope coffee is not given. Good afternoon. Yes. Dear friends from across the country, from past 3 days, it was a hectic and creative activity in physics that was going on in our auditorium. We are extremely happy for your participation, that is the first thing. For the reason, but for National College, many colleges could have organized this, but here in National College it so happened, it is the resonance of physics. I mean, President of the Education Society, Principal National College Jayanagar, myself, and the Director of B.V. Judges Science Center, and the PG Center, and the staff there. So all of them in line belong to physics fraternity. Therefore it was very easy to organize these kind of programs. However, limiting that introduction, because we have said about the college in our the first talk. If not, to give, in a nutshell to give, National Education Society was started in 1917 by Srimati Annie Besant. It was in the fervor of National Freedom Movement. Then National College, Basavangudi was started in 1945. Then what started in 1970? High School, National High School. It completed 105 years. Then started National College Basavangudi and National College Jayanagar, and in totally now we are running 17 institutions. But for National College Basavangudi and Jayanagar, most of the institutions, degree and PU colleges, these two, most of the institutions are in rural area. That is what you have to keep in mind. National colleges or the Education Society was earlier headed by Dr. H. Narasimhaya, again a nuclear physicist. Dr. Narasimhaya had met Gandhiji. He was deeply influenced by Gandhiji. He was Gandhian all along his life. He spent 60 years of his life in National College Hostel. If you have time, you can go and see. That room is still preserved. He was a nuclear physicist, not ordinary, with high grades, and he obtained his PhD from Iowa University in US with roughly 4/4 in his coursework. So, being a physicist and being from United States of America, he realized teaching alone cannot help for the overall development of a student. And the science that is practiced in the laboratory should be communicated to public. Therefore, he started Bangalore Science Forum in Basavangudi National College, which is around 2 kilometers from here. Then in the National College Jayanagar, this is also the central place, he said we need to have some organization. Then came a philanthropist by name B.V. Jagdish, who is alumni of this college, Jayanagar National College. From the sumptuous donations given by Jagdish and also equally getting contributions from the public, this B.V. Jagdish Science Center was created for the propagation of science. So this auditorium is newly renovated just 2 years ago. So in this auditorium we are conducting. So National College is known for propagating science. To name a few alumni, Kiran Kumar, former chairman of ISRO, is our alumni. Anil Kumble is our alumni. And Chandrasekhar, cricketer, is our alumni. And many scientists, IAS officers, there is a saying, in Silicon Valley, every 10 kilometer has an alumni from National College, either Basavangudi or Jayanagar. So this is the legacy of national colleges. And today for this program, we have all gathered here. I am extremely happy that Professor K.S. Nataraj, the director of B.V. Jagdish Science Center, accepted to deliver the valedictory address. He was a full-time staff in Jayanagar National College. He spent 30 years teaching physics in this college, the same college. And then he has experience across the state and the country in organizing science programs. He is an active science propagator. He is science communicator. He writes science. Writing science in English is one part, but writing science in Kannada is a challenge. He is well versed in both the languages. In Karnataka, there is a program called Nitya Vignana. All 365 days, we have science in local language, that is for about 5 minutes, broadcasted by All India Radio, supported by Department of Science and Technology Delhi and also KSCST here. So he writes, he has written more than 20 to 30 snippets, what we call, for that. With his vast experience, he is propagating science post retirement, but he is not tired. Sir, we are very happy to have you here to deliver the valedictory address. It's my pleasure to welcome you on behalf of National Education Society of Karnataka, National College Jayanagar, BV Jagdish Science Center, IIPTRC 12 and all of us here. And we have with us Dr. Pramod Galgali, Director of Planetarium. Planetarium is an active science center in Bangalore. Planetarium conducts a lot of science activities, of which the most important I consider as REAP program. Hope sir I am right. The REAP program, I say it is most important because every Saturday, Sunday they conduct classes, okay, wherein they teach hardcore physics by eminent professors whom you cannot go and meet in IISc or ICTS and other places. The physics is taught by none other than Bala Iyer sir. He takes class. Likewise, many physics professors, Shailaja, Galgali sir, Madhusudan sir, many people take class. That the purpose of that is to give them supplementary material to write national level entrance exam. What is done in the class will not be enough to write entrance exams at the national level. So this REAP program creates budding scientists. Many of them have cleared national level exams and they are getting scholarships. And it conducts summer schools and many more programs. It is well known in the city. If it is any holiday, there will be a program in Planetarium. Every kid in the city, whoever is interested in science, would have approached Planetarium for their development. So that is the name the Planetarium has made. So Mr. Pramod is taking the institution in the forward direction. Sir, it's our pleasure to have you here and my pleasure to welcome you on behalf of National Education Society, all the organizations and all of you here. And we have Professor Nagaraju. Professor Nagaraju is Professor of Physics. He taught physics for 30 plus years in the nearby college, Vijaya College, after which he is working in various PG centers and also doing science popularization program. This program is a very important program. He took it voluntarily and he executed here. And doing a program is a very difficult thing, I know. Okay, on one side you have to see the quality, content, on the other side you must get the people, make the accommodation. There will be a lot of logistics behind a program, behind the screen. So Dr. Nagaraju has beautifully organized all these things for you people and he is making the program very successful. Sir, Nagaraju sir, it is our pleasure to have you here. I welcome you on behalf of all the organizations and all of us here. And for this program, of course, if I fail, if I do not mention Abhiram and Jagdish, they were pillars and backbones standing behind the program. Welcome to you, Mr. Abhiram and Jagdish. Okay. We have here office bearers of RC 12A. We have Professor G. Venkatesh, Professor Sir, Anand Kumari Madam, and we have Kulkarni Sir. So I welcome you on behalf of all the organizations. In any program, of course, the participants will be there. Till the last day, having the attendance in this strength is one aspect. And having the resource person equally interested and sitting in the audience is your luck. You are blessed. So with us we have Professor B.A. Kagali. He is the former Professor of Physics from Bangalore University. To say my teacher, he is also working post-retirement in various universities. He has framed the syllabus. He is PhD from Texas. He has worked with the stalwarts of physics. And one of the very strong physics hand in Bangalore city. Sir, it is my pleasure to have you here. I welcome you, sir. We have Professor Somshekhar. We have Professor Shivram Patil. Sir, I welcome you to this program. It's my pleasure. And we have Ravi Subramanya and many resource persons from various parts of the country. I welcome you also. Professor Ahuvalia, sir, may be on the line. Online you may be watching. Sir, welcome you. Rekha madam, if you are online, welcome you also. Last but not the least, the program is for you. And you made it successful. But still, it's valedictory program going on. Formally, I welcome one and all of you for this program. With this, I would like to conclude my welcome address. Thank you. Geeta madam is here. Geeta madam is also.
Dr. S.K. Nataraju,
Okay.
Dr. S.P. Basuraju, they are also
There.
sitting on the back side.
Nataraju sir and Basuraju sir, we welcome you. And the program cannot be successful but for the patientful listening by the judges. Okay. So I keep telling my students, once the examination is over, your head is cleared. Then it is headache for the teacher to go through meticulously and to award marks. So we have judges. Each judge is a professor in themselves. And we have Anand Kumari and all other. Yesterday there were few judges. Day before yesterday there were judges. So I will in their absentia, I welcome them also. So if I have left anybody, all those who connected directly and indirectly, I welcome one and all of you. With this, I wish all the best, and with this I conclude my welcome address. Thank you.
Thank you, ma'am. For any program to be successful, support is very much needed. And that support was our beloved principal, Dr. Y.C. Kamala, ma'am. So, ma'am, I welcome you warmly to this program. We had many events for the past 3 days where the knowledge was shared among us. So now, I request Professor K.S. Nataraj, Director of BVJ Science Center, to address the gathering.
How many from the other states are present here now, right now? So those who normally don't understand Kannada. Yeah, okay, that's fine. I just wanted to find out whether all the students from other states are here or they've just gone round to see Bangalore. You see, after having come from long distances, Kashmir, Kolkata, and other places here, it's natural for the students to go at least visit one or two places around the science center. Anyway, thank you. And Dr. Kamala has made my job easier, very, very easy, because she has told you about the importance of science, the importance of science communication, and who has all been doing all these science communication work here. So all these things she has very briefly mentioned, and therefore whatever I wanted to say, she has already said, and therefore my address here will be smaller than the address by Kamala. Yeah. Yeah, that's true. Communicating science is a challenge. Communicating science is a challenge because teaching in a class, you see, I have also taught for decades the pre-university students and the degree students and so on. And many times we have felt that we have not been able to, or we have not been successful in imparting the concepts of physics, imparting the importance, the principles of physics, what lies behind every event that we see around. They are not being able to do. And the application part is absolutely horrible here, because now they learn physics, they write equations, they derive them, they pass, they take first classes ranks and so on, but they are not able to apply the principles that they have learned to day-to-day events. Whatever they see around, what is the principle behind that? What is the science working? I don't know whether they have really understood. It's true for both students and teachers equally. Yesterday, a number of teachers and number of students, they were visiting the museum that we have here adjacent to this one, and so I wanted to just talk to those children, talk to a few teachers and students of MSc and so on. They're not interested in the day-to-day events, and they are not able to analyze them. So this has to be addressed, and that's what we are trying to do now.
in B.V. Jagdish Science Center, we have organized it, and we have been doing it for the past few years here. Workshops for physics teachers, and not just physics teachers, all teachers in general, science teachers in general. And for trying to improve the communication, we have associated ourselves with the journalism departments here and trying to find out how to communicate science to the public, how to write science in the local languages. Now this is also a very big challenge, but there are one or two problems with that, because maybe you can find one or two people who can translate everything to Kannada, but the problem is who will read it? See, in fact, Kamala was also, she also knows, there are number of huge books which have been translated to Kannada, and the readership of those books, it's pathetic. I don't see even 1% of the teachers reading this material which has been published in Kannada. Since I was also associated with Karnataka Rajya Vignana Parishad, which publishes science books in Kannada, in the local language. In fact, we have published about nearly 300 to 350 titles in Kannada. They are all very, the books maybe, it would cost about 10 rupees, 15 rupees, 20 rupees. But most of the books are lying there in Karnataka Rajya Vignana Parishad in the stocks. We are not able to even sell them because people are not ready to purchase that. We are now trying to send it to schools now. The teachers must be, unless the teachers are interested in reading these books, I don't think they can impart. And reading it in Kannada and telling them in Kannada to the children is really a very big challenge, and therefore last year we conducted an online course to teachers. The title was Learn to Learn Physics, Learn to Learn Chemistry. How to learn chemistry, how to learn physics, how to learn any subject. It could be even Kannada, it could be even English, how to learn English. That's a science again. So we contacted a number of resource people, and they helped us. So that was a very, very good and a successful program. The teachers really did appreciate such programs. And so these programs are necessary. See, we have a lot of infrastructure. We have a number of resource people, resource persons are there. But the problem is, we don't find teachers who are interested in that. They will have to be sent, they will have to be pulled up here and then asked. See, unless you make it compulsory, the teachers are not prepared to even come here on their own. They don't come. You will have to ask the principals or maybe the headmaster to make it compulsory to send them to this course, and then only probably they will be here. And so once they come here, once they listen to the programs, once they appreciate it, they want such programs, but on their own, they are not prepared to come here. See, this attitude must go. The attitude of the teachers, the attitude. Fortunately, here in the National College, we have excellent support from the principals of the colleges, from the management. See, they have been supporting to 100% to conduct any kind of program in science, and therefore we are lucky, and we have people like Kamala and Sampath Kumari and others, Mamata. They are all people they are all professors here who have been giving us a lot of support, and so I in fact want to thank all of them on stage here. So as I told you, whatever we wanted to do, whatever I wanted to say, she has already said. And now I just wanted to tell you, in the beginning also I had told you, we have been conducting a program again called Science in Action. This Science in Action, probably Mr. Pramod Galgali will be able to tell you more about this, because he has been doing it for the past 20 years. Believe it or not, he has been doing this particular program for the past 20 years. Now when I met Pramod, and when we were discussing, we just wanted to find out whether we could do it in the south of Bangalore, so that the students and the teachers of the south of Bangalore will also be benefited by this kind of a program. He readily agreed, and therefore in 2019 we conducted one such program, which was a huge success. Nearly 6,000 to 7,000 children from all over the south of Bangalore visited this particular program, and they were very, very happy with that. So encouraged by this, we have been continuing. Mr. Pramod also, this time also he has agreed, and now in January 6th, 7th and 8th, we will be conducting such a program again, this Science in Action. Number of organizations are participating. Along with JNP, we have Vishwesvaraya Museum, we have the ISPF, Agastya, and many other organizations. They have been contributing their demonstrations and a number of exhibits. So this will also, I hope, will be very, very interesting to both teachers, the public, and the students alike. Now with this, I would like to end my talk, because I don't want to make it a prolonged one, but we have other things like distribution of prizes, the distribution of certificates, and so on. So I just leave it to Professor Nagaraj here. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much, sir. So we have arrived to the important part of the program, and I know that everyone are very expecting the results. So before going to the results, I call upon the students of Jaipur to receive their certificates. Rahul Mishra and team. All of the students from Jaipur, please come on the stage and receive their certificates. Vibor Kanna, Aisar Tiruvananthapuram. Janaki Raman. Janaki Raman. Shiva L. Udachan from Yadgir. Shiva Udachan from Yadgir. Go, ಕೊಟ್ಟಿದ್ಯಾ? Venkatesh PS, National College Jayanagar. Kaushal Gavankar, Institute of Science, Mumbai. Faizan Hassan Shah, Central University of Kashmir. Harsha Tejas, Dayanand Sagar University. Harika, Dayanand Sagar University. Ashutosh Sriram, PS University. Vidyasagar Bhatt, Jain University. Vidyasagar Bhatt, Abhirami, Deepthi Narsimhan. Ajay Rohan Nagaraju. Shruti Iyengar. Darshan KV. Sneha Sagar, Krishna Bharati, Brahma Tejaswini, Hari Prasad SV. Hariprasad SV, St. Stephen's College, Delhi. Vibhor Khanna, Rohit Rajaram Nale, Charles Sunny from VIT Vellore. M. Sri Lalita from Madurai Kamaraj University. Madurai Kamaraj University. Sri Lalita. Dhruva Samrani from ISER Mohali. Shreya Umarao and Anjali Verma from Kanpur. Abhinit Paricha from ISER Mohali. Aditya Shekhar, NIT Rourkela. From PS University, Ashutosh Sriram, Kirtana Emmanuel, Akash Chinni, Aditya Guru Prasad, Aditi Guru Prasad, Gauri, Brinda Chauhan, Aditya Ganesh Pai, Deepa Kulkarni. Kaushal Gavankar, Institute of Science, Mumbai. Akila D, MG University. Vinay D, Kirtana Jayaprakash, Pawan Kalyan, Kanakaji, everyone from National College, Jayanagar. And Chandana.
Now we are going to announce the prizes. Of course, I will also make a mention about the prize money. We will collect it later at the registration desk. The first prize for the oral presentation or for the poster presentation will be 3,000 rupees. Second prize 2,000 rupees. Third prize 1,000 rupees. And consolation, and I think just now they have decided, we will find out and give that. Maybe 1,000 rupees even for the consolation prize also. Same thing even for the poster presentation. And the certificate for the prize winners will be given shortly before you leave. We have not prepared it because we don't know who will get the, and we have opened only the prize winners now. That's why we cannot write the prize winner's name in advance. And that's why first I request Dr. R.S. Geeta to announce the prize winners. And those prize winners, you please come and just receive in the sense, I will, token.
Good afternoon, everyone. Please excuse me for my sore throat. And you know, for us three judges, along with my fellow judges, Professor S.K. Nataraju, Professor S.P. Basavaraju, who painstakingly, both of them, went through each and every presentation. I know that the 10 minutes are not just enough to judge all of you. But the thing is, all the three of us, what we felt was the very fact that you have come and presented, as students itself is a great thing. Okay? So, and all of you have worked for your papers or for your projects that you have presented. And each of you is a prize winner. This is a usual statement everyone will make. And all of you are separated by very small margins. It is just that for encouragement we are giving prizes. That's it. So please don't feel otherwise that you have not received. In all teachers' eyes, all of you are prize winners. Please give for all the paper presenters a very big round of applause. The consolation prize, because there were so many competitors and all of them were so close, we thought that we inquired from a convener, Professor P. Nagaraju, and he very graciously agreed that you can give the consolation prize. So the consolation prize goes to the oral presentation 3, Raja Nisar Ali, Faizan Hassan Shah, Mohammad Mashood Nabi, Sharika Sharif Khan, Tajamul Hamid Katu. Whoever is present, I think Raja Nisar Ali is second name, Faizan Hassan Shah, to come and please give him a big round of applause. He spoke about neutron drip line, a case study using self-consistent mean field approach. See, let me tell you that as judges, what we looked into was originality in their approach. So this was the most important thing that we looked into. They are from Kashmir. Third prize is jointly awarded to OP1 and OP2. OP1 Rohit R.N. Charles S. Balakrishnan, and OP2 Vibhar Khanna Agam K. Jha. Please come here and please tell your from which place you have come.
One
Second prize goes to Hari Prasad SV, a novel method for schizophrenia classification using nonlinear features and neural networks. First prize goes to OP12 Abhineet Paricha. He spoke about WIMP decay as a possible warm dark matter model. So congratulations to all the prize winners and all the paper presenters, and all the three of us thank the organizers for giving us this opportunity, and listen to the students. That is the most important reward all the three judges got in this symposium. Thank you one and all.
Good afternoon, one and all. First, I would like to congratulate the conference organizers and others for the grand success of this symposium. So, I would like to announce the prize for poster presentation. So, this is only we are encouraging the students because all the poster presentations are very nice. In that we have selected best three poster presentations. So third prize goes to the work presented on trace element analysis in Ayurvedic medicinal plant of southern Bangalore using EDXRP technique. Kirtana, Swati S, Sunita R, Jagadish BJ. They are from Postgraduate Department of Physics, National College, Jayanagar. Congratulations to all of you. Second prize goes to the work on hydrothermally synthesized MoO2 on stainless steel substrate with different pH media for hydrogen evaluation reaction, given by Suchitra N. Saparkal, Kaushal Governor, J.M. Cobregade, Anamika V. Kadam. Congratulations to one and all. First poster presentation goes to the work on unique art representing curvatures in 4D space time fabric presented by Vibhor Khan. Congratulations, Vibhor Khan. So I would like to thank all the organizers for giving the opportunity to judge the poster presentation. Thank you one and all.
Anyway, for the oral presentations, Dr. R.S. Geeta, Professor S.K. Nataraju, Dr. S.P. Basuraju were the judges, and for the poster presentations, Dr. M.K. Raghavendra, Dr. Shantala V.S. and Dr. Madhura Kair. They were the judges. So I thank all the judges for the oral presentations as well as the poster presentations. Now I think he will go with the next.
Thank you, sir. Congratulations to all the winners and everyone who participated. I now request our Honorable Chief Guest, Shri Pramod Ji Galgali, Director, Bangalore Association for Science Education, Jawaharlal Nehru Planetarium, to address the gathering.
Good afternoon. Dr. Kamala, Dr. Nataraj and Dr. Nagaraju and friends. I feel extremely happy and privileged to be amongst you all. Whenever I enter the National College campus, I cannot help but recall my interaction with Professor H. Narasimhaiah. He has influenced me a lot, even when I was in school, we used to read about his rationalist thoughts, and many articles would come in newspapers. We were very much impressed by that. Later when I joined Planetarium, he was our governing council, and I used to often visit him for our office work. Once it so happened that I was to meet him at 3 o'clock, and he was in National College office. As I walked in, he looked at the clock which was there in front of him, and he said that if you are maintaining time like this, then you are unfit to be in India. Then I was sort of slightly puzzled. He was jokingly saying that. I turned and saw, and it was exactly 3 o'clock to the last second. Now coming back to today's lesson, I would like to mention a little bit about our organization. Jawaharlal Nehru Planetarium is an organization administered by eminent scientists of Bangalore and senior officers of Government of Karnataka. We are involved in science dissemination through many programs, popularization programs and non-formal science education programs. Our popularization programs like our Sky Theatre shows, viewing of astronomical events, night sky watch and many more are well known. But we also have in-depth non-formal science education programs catering to students of all ages, starting from primary school to undergraduate students. All these programs were initiated by our founder director, Professor C.V. Vishweshwara, and he gave very interesting acronyms to all these programs. Okay? For primary school students, we have a program called SEED, that is Science Education in Early Development. Okay? These programs happen during summer vacation. Then we have a program called SOW. We have first is our SEED, next is SOW, that is Science Over Weekends for high school students. These happen throughout the academic year, starting sometime in mid-June, and they go on till February. And our real flagship program, as Dr. Kamala mentioned during her welcome address, is REAP, called Research Education Advancement Program. This program is aimed at preparing motivated students for a career in science. This is a very innovative program where we have theory classes, practicals, then assignments are given in each class, and the evaluation of the students goes on throughout the year. The teaching in these classes is done by scientists from various research institutes. This is one of our very successful program, and it has produced over 100 PhDs, and these people have finished their PhDs, and many of them have become faculty in various research institutes. Just to mention an example, two students, one Chandrasekhar, who was also Rhodes Scholar from this very institute, National College, Jayanagar. He completed his PhD, now he is a professor in Indian Institute of Science. And another student of this very college, Ranjani Vishwanatha, she has become professor in JNCSR. I suppose there are many teachers from colleges in Bangalore. I would like to share some challenges that we are facing in scheduling our weekend classes and I solicit all your help in addressing this. We are aware that you are having academic calendar which is packed. You have tough time schedule with many universities coming up in the city, with each university having its own schedule of tests and exams. Our REAP classes, which are providing great opportunities to interested physics students to learn straight from scientists, are getting adversely affected. They are also adversely affecting opportunities of gifted students. Some colleges like St. Joseph's and Mount Carmel College, they are encouraging their students by giving them some credits and all, but this kind of encouragement is not there in other colleges. Attendance being compulsory, tests and exams being staggered, REAP students are left with no choice but to skip REAP classes. If some solution to this problem is not found, we may return to pre-REAP days. The support which pure science students are getting from scientific community and from government will be unused. I eagerly look forward to all of you, physics teachers, for your support and participation in addressing this problem. All these years, we have been having our classes in the 2 makeshift lecture halls, sometimes in corridors of our office, sometimes in library, and also in a hall which was originally meant to be a parking lot. Looking at the success of our non-formal science education programs, recently Government of Karnataka has sanctioned a building which has 5 lecture halls, a 600-seater auditorium, an activity hall, an observatory, and also an observation desk, sky observation deck. In fact, in today's Bangalore Mirror, there is a report about this very building. With all these new facilities, we have a fabulous opportunity to increase our science dissemination activities, both popularization and non-formal. I'd like to mention here that premier research institutes have already organizing their outreach programs in JNP. For example, International Center for Theoretical Sciences is regularly organizing, in fact since the last 6 years, their monthly lecture series, Copy with Curiosity. We have hosted a 3-day expo of the Human Spaceflight Center of ISRO in July this year. More than 20,000 people have visited this. We associated with other wing of ISRO, the CBPO, and organized Pan-Karnataka programs on International Moon Day and during World Space Week in October. Raman Research Institute is arranging public lecture in our planetarium in January of next year. I see that there is a convergence of goals and objectives of Jawaharlal Nehru Planetarium and IAPT. We will be very happy to associate with IAPT and organize academic activities and host lectures, seminars and conferences of IAPT. I do sincerely hope that some association of JNP and IAPT will materialize for the benefit of science students. I hope to see IAPT also in the company of many august institutes. I saw from your program schedule that you had several programs happening. Invited talks were there, oral presentations were there, poster presentations were there, lab visits were there. It was really a packed program. I heartily congratulate IAPT and all the office bearers for this successful event. Congratulations, sir. I also congratulate BV Jagadish Science Center and National College Jayanagar who have hosted this event. With these words, I conclude. Thank you.
Thank you very much, sir, for your valuable thoughts and also the opportunities that the young aspirants in physics are receiving from the Jawaharlal Nehru Planetarium. I now request Dr. Abhiram J, Secretary of NSSP 2022, to give an overview on NSSP 2022.
Thank you, Siddhi Vinayak. Good afternoon to one and all. It is indeed a very quick time which happened with, it was very fast between last 2.5 days. In fact, if I have to recollect, we were way back in the month of September. All of a sudden, Professor Nagaraju, just he said that we are conducting NSSP program in the month of December. So will the Department of Postgraduate Studies and Research in Physics, can it support this kind of event? I said, yes sir, it is possible. We will try to go ahead with this event. Whatever support is required, it can be possible by a college which is always for science. This institution, National College Jayanagar or National College Baswangudi, if I have to be very honest, NES of Karnataka has always been promoting scientific and rational thinking to the people. In fact, this institution has also been one of the finest institute to organize a platform for science lecture series, which we call it as Bangalore Science Forum in our sister institution, National College Baswangudi. In fact, religiously it used to conduct 1 month of science festival. I am talking whatever I am trying to say, it is pre-COVID era. So they used to conduct 1 month of science festival where they used to invite all the delegates in this institution. So first I would like to thank our honorary president and secretary as well as madam principal madam for giving us an opportunity to jointly collaborate with IAPT to conduct this program. Next, anything done differently will be a success. This is the core mantra which has been told by my professor who had incepted Department of PG Studies and Research in Physics, Professor H. Pundarika Bhatt. And in fact, this particular event, it was unorganizedly organized by our student volunteers because we had lot of time crunch. We need to check with the abstracts, we need to get into the digitization of abstracts. Apart from that, for the first time we also tried to make use of 2 students from BCA, Sagar, namely Sagar and Abhiram, to actually come up with a website design for the entire IAPT NSSP program. This is the contribution from National College for further proceedings of IAPT NSSP. There is a website which has been designed. So this is what National College has done for IAPT. Apart from that, there is one more thing which I would like to say is our student volunteers have been excellent for almost all the days. It would be completely unpardonable if I don't call them up on the stage and just for the join for the group photo session. And coming to the cultural event, really this is something where I think most of them would have missed, but at least student participants had gathered larger in number for participating with the cultural event. So during even cultural program was just organized swiftly within span of 10 days or 15 days notice. So I had to communicate with the cultural coordinator of this college, Professor Shalini, and she had sent a music troupe for this, as well as it is really for almost 2.5 days. Apart from 2.5 days, if I have to say almost a week's time, I have to, if I don't mention this, it will be really, it won't be fair from my side. Dr. Madhura KR, who is coordinator of PG Department of Mathematics, who has stood alongside with our department to ensure that their students give us one dance program, as well as they had also been part of invocation. I would also like to thank the volunteers of BVJ Science Center, namely Venkatesh, Harshita and Charan, who had organized stargazing yesterday. So even students were able to see Saturn, Mars and Jupiter. So this is something which we did yesterday. And coming to the contribution, student coordinators especially, namely I would like to call everyone on stage for a group photo, namely from Siddhivinayak, Chandana, Pavan, Syed Kashif, quickly all the volunteers, Kanaka, Kirtana, Swati, Sunita. In fact, PG Commerce students would also, I would also like to call them. So, Mr. Venkatesh, please join us. And Harshita, BVJ Science Center volunteers, please quickly join us for a group photo, because this program wouldn't be a success or whatever it is, whatever if we have to say, we have to join hands. So this is the team which actually worked on the backstage to make this program a grand success. I think Nayana is also required to join us. She has missed. Nayana, please join. Dr. Jagdish sir, Tejas sir, Sidhu sir, please, even you had been part of this program. Your services have to be counted. Please join us quickly. Thank you, volunteers. Your support is, it has to be appreciated, and thank you for giving me an opportunity to share how the entire program was co-jointly organized with the IAPT. Thank you, one and all. Thank you, sir. In fact, it would be unpardonable if I don't mention the efforts taken by our convener, NSSP 2022. He had actually taken lot of struggle over, if I have to say, almost 1.5 months he had been running between DSC, RT, Vijaya College, and even, you know, in fact, I have to also say that Professor B.A. Kagli was so kind enough to evaluate abstracts for selection. If that process is not been done, it wouldn't be possible for us. So, this is what actually happened behind the IAPT. If we are able to gather today, it is because of these number of people who have contributed for this program. So now I thank Siddhi for giving me an opportunity to share how this function had happened. And there is another request to all the participants and members. In fact, as I said earlier, that our college is always for science promotional activities. There is a drama on Abdus Salam in the HN Kalakshetra. After lunch, we can visit the drama, we can enjoy a play on Professor Abdus Salam at HN Kalakshetra. Thank you once again. If I had gone overboard, I apologize. Sorry. Thank you.
Thank you, Abhiram sir. I now request Dr. P. Nagaraju, Convener, NSSP 2022, to deliver the vote of thanks.
Sir, Madam, I may take little more time. Please pardon me in case if I take 5-6 minutes more. At the outset, I would like to thank the management of NES, National Education Society, and in particular President Dr. A.H. Ramarao and Professor S.N. Nagaraj Reddy, the President and the Secretary. I should thank the Director of BVJ Science Center, Director Professor K.S. Nataraj, volunteers. Already my colleague has thanked them, and again it is my duty to thank on my behalf. And Professor Chelvappa, he didn't mention, I think I should mention Professor Chelvappa yesterday, he was there for the lab visit. And yes, Professor S. Mamata. She is actually the Vice Principal of National PU College, Jayanagar, but she was with us for the lab visit, and she has encouraged all our participants to show what the experiments are. And the other students, volunteers, especially like what Dr. Abhiram has already mentioned, the names of the volunteers of BVJ Science Center, I again recall them, and I should thank all the volunteers in one core. And in addition to that, I should also thank Professor Sampath Kumari, who have also helped us in organizing this. I would like to thank the staff members of NCJ, National College, Jayanagar. Particularly, I want to thank the science departments, and whatever assistance I needed, they have all helped me, and therefore it is my duty to thank all the science departments of National College, Jayanagar Autonomous. I want to thank the volunteers of physics, already as mentioned, but still again it is my duty to thank all the volunteers, physics, mathematics and PG Commerce students. I would like to specially thank Siddhalingeshwar. They came on the stage, Vinay, Chandana and Tejas. And in addition to that, I would like to thank the PG Commerce Coordinator, PG as well as UG, Satyapal Sharma. And yes, Nayana, she actually sang the prayer song today. I really appreciate, and in fact, she was the backbone for the cultural program yesterday, what we had, rather the first day, what we had seen. So I want to thank the students who have contributed to the cultural program, Nayana and her team, and special thanks to Professor Jayant, who is the Assistant Professor of Psychology. And actually he is a Assistant Professor in National College, Jayanagar Autonomous. I should thank Professor Pramod Ji Galgali, who has accepted our invitation to be the chief guest today, and he has already spoken to you. I thank you, sir. I would like to thank the DSERT. If I don't mention, rather if I don't thank them, it will be failure on my duty, especially the assistant director. He said that normally we don't give the accommodation to the students in DSERT. This DSERT guest house is meant only for students. I requested him, I told all my these things, and finally he accepted. And on one condition, if the students do some mischievous thing here, then I will hold you responsible for that, he said. Then I accepted it, and of course finally they had given the accommodation to our participants. And of course the DSRT accommodation is very good. It is almost like a hotel accommodation. And I would also like to thank the Dean of Vijaya College, Professor Samir Sima. He is the Dean and he is also in charge of the girls, Vijaya College Girls Hostel. When I met him about this program, he accepted it, and he also said that he could arrange some vehicle for from National College Jayanagar to the DSERT, as well as somehow the drivers were not available, that's why he could not arrange it. And in fact he accepted our invitation to be part of this, and he has provided all the facilities to our girl students. That's why all the boys were accommodated in the DSERT guest house, and all the girl students, outstation girl students, were accommodated in the Vijaya College Girls Hostel. And I would like to thank KSCST, that is Karnataka State Council for Science and Technology, and they have helped us. And I also thank KSTA, that is Karnataka Science and Technology Academy. And in addition to that, I would like to thank the Garden City University. In fact, what we have got the bags, maybe we could not get it on the first day, and on the second day we got the bags. In fact, all of you, especially the participants, got the bags, and that is given by the sponsored by the Garden City University. So it is my duty to thank the Garden City University Vice Chancellor and the concerned persons in charge of that. I would like to thank my colleagues, especially Dr. Abhiram J, Dr. Jagdish, Dr. Tejas, Sri Siddhalingeshwara for their timely help in bringing out the souvenir and book of abstracts. I thank IAPT President, Secretary and the head office and all the faculty members of IAPT. I want to thank the chief editor and the editors of IAPT Bulletin. In fact, it was on the 30th September. Usually we have to submit anything, whether article or any announcement. It should be given before before 23rd of any month. Only then it will be published. And on September 30th, Professor Ahluwalia said, initially it was thought that it would go to Chandigarh, Punjab University, but it seems due to some other conference they said that they are not going to have this National Student Symposium. On 30th September, he called me over the phone that why not you continue in Bangalore. Anyway, last year you have conducted very nicely, and this year also you can go ahead with the National Student Symposium. That is the 9th National Student Symposium. And it is already too late how the communication can be done. Then we came to the conclusion, and I don't know whether what you have seen in the October bulletin. September 30th, I sent a mail that this time the National Student Symposium is held in National College, Jayanagar. Then because it was the bulletin was already printed, and therefore it was some yellow sheet was given in the national IAPT bulletin. And then in fact in the November issue as well as in the December issue, that has been published. Of course, the time was too short for the students, and they kept on asking us when you are giving the final notification. Anyway, for each one I was responding to them with telephone or mail, something like that. I want to thank especially our regional councils, IAPT regional councils, 12A, that is actually Bangalore and surrounding these places, and 12, that is Gulbarga. Anyway, we have two regional councils here, one 12A and another one is 12 Gulbarga region. I want to thank the speakers, Professor N. Udayashankar. He readily agreed. We tried with other things also, but finally we could get it. I know that all of you have enjoyed his talk. And Professor P.C. Deshmukh, he also accepted our invitation at the last minute. Only 2-3 days time was there. Even though it was only 2-3 days time, he accepted. He came and delivered his talk on quantum entanglement. I am sure that you have enjoyed his talk. And Professor B.A. Galgali, even for him also only on the 2 days back, I called him, and then he readily accepted to give a talk on white dwarfs. He did it. And then Ahluwalia, he came online, and Dr. Chandan Kumar, IISc, today morning you had heard of him, and of course you have sufficient doubts regarding those topics. You can definitely contact him. I can share the email ID and his contact number if you want. I also thank already Dr. Abhiram said about the BCA students of National College, Abhiram and Sagar, in helping us the website. Yeah, because our website is also there, iapt.org, and I sent the communication through that also. I don't know how many of you have seen the iapt.org website, and in addition to that we thought that if one more website is there, that will help the students to contact and coming for this National Student Symposium. And for this, www.iaptnssp.in, and that was actually for that website the students from BCA of National College Autonomous helped us. And I thank all the participants, oral, poster and participants. In addition to the oral and the poster presentations, some students have simply participated and they have actually participated in this. Therefore, I should thank all the participants of the National Student Symposium on Physics. I also thank the National Advisory Committee, National Organizing Committee, and even the local organizing committee. I want to thank the poster presentation judges, Dr. M.K. Raghavendra, Dr. Madhura K.R. and Dr. Shantala V.S. I would like to thank them, and even the oral presentations I have already mentioned, but still again if I call their names, there is nothing wrong in it. Professor S.K. Nataraju, Professor S.P. Basoraju, and Professor R.S. Geeta. And I should thank my colleagues and senior friends, Somshekar, Professor B.A. Kogle, Shivram N. Patil, A.J. Kulkarni, G. Venkatesh, Anand Kumari, and even Samanta, he was there. Right now he is not available. He was there for almost all the sessions, and he is from Midnapur, and he of course he stayed in Bangalore, and he said he wants to attend this. Then readily accepted, in the sense he doesn't have to take my permission because he is a senior member of IAPT, and I really told them it is your association and therefore you can walk into this at any time you like. So in case if I have left out any names, please forgive me. And I think here I have Professor Ravi Subramaniam is there, I think, in the audience. I think just now, sir, I didn't, Ravi Subramaniam only, sir? Sir, or you? Oh, okay, sir. So in case if I have, Professor Chelwappa is here only from National College Jayanagar, Electronics, HOD, and I could not see anybody else. Anyway, I thank you one and all, and you have behaved very nicely, especially in the DSCRT office, guest house, and also in the Vijaya College Girls Hostel. I came to know that you have behaved very well, and I have no other problems. Therefore, I should thank you very much. Thank you one and all. Yeah, again I beg your pardon that if I have missed any name, and please forgive me. Okay, thank you one and all. Oh, thank you, sir. Thank you, sir. So now, sir, yes, after this, first we have to honor our chief guest, and then, yeah, after that we have the group photo, and only after the group photo we can go for the lunch. So that is the condition. So group photo first and then the lunch. Yeah, and even the judges also, now already we have honored